Hello, welcome back. We're still here. I haven't moved. Um, you know, being back on YouTube has really reminded me how tiring it is to talk. Like not like actually being physically tired, but um the whole hold on, what's gold, music, redstone. I don't really want anything else in here except for maybe the saddle. I'll just leave it. Um YouTube is just really reminding me how fucking tiring it is to talk. Like, my jaw hurts from just talking for the last two episodes. It's really, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, I know I like, just don't talk very often, out in the real world. Um, because I don't really ever have anything to say to anybody. I mean, I'm also like, I've got a lot of anxiety issues too, which, um, that's a thing that I deal with sometimes. But I've got anxiety issues, so I don't want to be like talking to people a lot of the time. And I don't want to, I don't want to be saying anything to people. I don't want to fucking, deal with people. So I usually just keep my mouth shut because, that, um, makes that sort of possible because you don't say anything. Nobody's going to talk to you. Especially, I'm 6'3" and I have a beard, and that makes me a scary, angry looking man who will destroy you if you so much as think about looking in his general direction. Or at least that is the sort of, I don't know, the sort of impression I get from people that, who have seen me a lot but have never talked to me until like they actually talk to me, at which point they're like, yeah, I always thought you were like this really scary guy, but you're like really fucking chill. And it's like, yeah, it's not like it's not like I want to hurt anybody. I'm just like, just quiet. And I don't like getting into any sort of confrontations. I just trying to, I don't know, be nice to people where I can. Like, I'm not going out of my way to be a dick. I'm not, you know, I'm not just like, I'm not here to ruin anybody's day. I'm just doing my own thing. And, if anybody, I'm not exactly great at like communicating with people. So I just sort of do my own thing. Cause I had this talk with my mom the other day. Cause our relationship is not, it's not the best, it's not the worst. The biggest problem we have is that I feel anyways is our biggest problem is we have a hard time like communicating with each other, and I think it's, I mean, I can't speak for her, but I think um I think we have a similar issue, and that is that, at least for me, is that I have a lot of ideas going on in my head, and when I try to communicate these thoughts to other people, um, because I know the details of what I'm trying to say, I'll leave out information that would be very important to understanding the concept I'm trying to talk about, or the idea I'm trying to talk about, and I don't realize it. So that leads to communication errors, like, and confusion, and then that leads to like frustrations, which then leads to arguments, which then leads to a lot of other issues, which she said something along the lines of like, that's a pretty like long thought process. And I don't know, it is, I overthink everything. I think about everything. I don't know. See, I've never been a huge like believer in, okay, not a believer. I never thought I had things like anxiety or depression. Well, okay, the depression was a more like, yeah, I could see that. But I never really thought I had it. Oh, hey, look, diamonds. The thing that I seem to find at any time I go mining. But it's just, hey guys, it's just diamonds. It's whatever. Um, oh god, it's a lot of fucking diamond. Yeah, it's a ton of diamond. Um, but yeah. Oh, hold on. I want to make sure I'm not sending myself to my own doom here. Okay, yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know, the feeling of like dread that I get when I think about like having to talk to people, like, like having to go out and talk to people that I don't know, and that sense of dread that I would get a lot of the time. I always attributed that to like just I just thought it was like a thing that I did. I thought it was just like a part of me. It wasn't like that was just the sort of person I am. But then like I find out like that there's a family history of anxiety and depression, and it's like, wait, so that's what that is? That's what I've been feeling all this time? That's what that's called? I mean, the depression's a lot, the depression, it was a lot like easier to identify by myself, but I didn't know that it was like a family issue. So it's like it was sort of confusing then to me that there were so many people in my family affected by depression, and yet, there's this like sort of complete like confusion on like what to do, even though we've got a lot of people being affected by it. And it was really confusing. I mean, this is all information like I just found out the other day. And it's just been really confusing to me because we have all these people affected by depression, and family is all, there's a lot of us that are being fucked up by it, and it's really common. So like I don't know why we haven't like, I don't know, I guess it's like I don't know why it wasn't identified in me or anything was done about it sooner. Like I'm not even like upset about the fact that um that I've like sort of been dealing with this on in my own way um for a long time now, but it does confuse me why then that certain methods were taken on like helping to like deal with the with like depression that wouldn't make any sense for somebody who has like legitimate fucking diagnosable depression that has a family history. Like it's like you wouldn't tell if somebody's like clinically depressed, you wouldn't be like, oh well, you just need to change your mind on like how you think about things, like, because that doesn't help. That's not something that's controllable. That's a factor out of a person's control. So like why would you, and why would you tell me that when we have like all of these people being affected by this in our family? And it's just really confusing. I'm not like upset, like in the sense that I'm like I'm so pissed off. I can't believe that like this is where we've gone with this. But I am like I'm just like confused. Why why would you go about this in a way that makes no sense for a for a family that has like a history of this? Like it doesn't make any sense. Like, so So, there's been like, well, I mean, I guess the best way I can put it, is I'm a little frustrated because I'm like, holy shit, like I've been dealing with this for a real long time now, and I didn't even know that there's like a family history here, and like I don't know, it was allowed to go on for this long, and like without anybody saying anything about it or being like, hey, this seems awfully familiar. I don't know, man, but you take things as you go. Nobody's perfect. I'm not gonna. Oh, hey, look, more diamond. There's the thing that I find anytime I fucking go mining. It's just, I mean, I know I'm at that layer, and I'm sort of doing this on purpose, but generally it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I was just fucking getting lucky, I guess. Yeah, just toss that useless shit. Oh, hold on, I gotta toss some other useless shit. Whatever. I mean, I don't think there's lava underneath me, so we're looking at 4. Hell yeah. Well, I guess I'll just put that away right now. That way I don't, accidentally lose that somehow. Boom. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody out there listening with depression, like really bad, like you are ready you are ready to piece the fuck out. Like I get it, man. I get it. So I don't know if you've got friends, fucking like really tell them, and like don't hold back on like the details or whatever, because see, one of the reasons I was kind of frustrated after finding out that there was like family history is that um you know I feel like I've asked for help in the past with this, like professional help, and like especially in the last couple of years, I feel like I've been pretty strongly like I feel like I've been fairly vocal about things, and nothing really went anywhere outside of like anything that I did. Like started going seeing counselors and stuff when I was at school, because that was a free service that they provided to anybody that was going to school. So I took that up. I'm like, yeah, I want to like die like 90% of the time I'm awake. So um, which God, that is something we will talk about eventually, because I don't know. I think it's important for people to talk about these things. I think it helps. I don't want to use the word normalize, but it like helps people like when you talk about it in a way where you are where you're just like explaining the process behind it. I think it makes it easier for people to understand um like how somebody could feel that way, because I mean, the way people perceive mental health now, compared to what they did, say, I don't know, it's 2018, let's say 5 years ago, so 2012. So from what I remember in 2012 and even further back, anytime you mentioned like, I feel really depressed, I'm not really feeling well, like I just really am having a hard time doing anything. Um, and you'd post something like this on Facebook, or yeah, probably Facebook, because that was the like that's really really big. Everybody was really active back then. Um, so you'd post these messages being like, yeah, I feel like shit. I think I might be depressed, and then you'd get these people coming in. Oh, hey guys, it's just diamonds. Don't worry, guys. It's just diamonds. Don't worry about it. It's okay. This is normal. Whoops. Well, it's this completely It's completely normal. Why is this normal? So you got people popping up in your Facebook feed being like, "Oh, well, you just need to do this and that and the other thing, and you'll stop feeling depressed because you're, you know, such and such reason. I don't know. I'm better than you, and I know what I'm talking about." But ooh, hello. I want that. I want this. Give me more shulker boxes. Um, but yeah, so you get a lot of that, or you would get people that think they know what depression is. Like, yeah, I feel sad like sometimes, and it sucks. I really feel for you, but it's like, and then you get the people that are like, oh God, stop complaining. You just want attention. Come on. You guys been on the internet long enough. You know how it is. I mean, unless you're young. If you're like 12, then you probably don't know anything about this. Which, by the way, I was thinking about this. What the hell do I do if because I'm playing Minecraft. Yeah, yeah. So I'm playing Minecraft. There's obviously a very big draw for children to watch these videos. I feel kind of conflicted about this because this channel is not meant for like younger kids. This is like, I mean, I talk about like silly shit like video games and stuff, but this channel is like has serious content, and like I swear, and like I know, like, well, from my understanding coming from my brother, because we've got like a 7-year gap between our age, so he's not even in high school yet, or he will be soon, or he's in ninth grade. I don't remember. I don't know. Kid's like 12 actually. I don't know. No, he's like 14. Or he will be 14. Or he is 14. I don't remember. I don't know. He's 12. We'll just say he's 12 because that's what I always tell anybody when anybody asks. He's 12. No, but from when, I've talked about with him, these kids are like, things are getting pretty bad. Like, okay, so the kids that maybe I don't have the best, you know, sort of like understanding of what I think kids should be like at that age, because I went to school for kids that were emotionally disturbed, is the best way I can say. It's like a bunch of angry kids that can't control themselves when they're pissed off. Yeah. So you've got these kids. So that's like my experience. So like the kids that I knew went to uh were like these angry assholes, and like came from a lot of like pretty terrible backgrounds in terms of like family life. So it was, it made sense that they were like not the kindest people. But it sounds like kids today like are just like a bunch of punk assholes. Like, not all of them, of course, not all of them, but it sounds like a lot of them are just like these punk asshole kids that are, I don't know, it's so weird. It's weird. I don't know. It's, I don't know. So it's like, I don't know what sort of, if I do get kids here, like what kind of kids are gonna be fucking watching my stuff, and am I get some of these punk asshole kids, or is these just gonna be like the stereotypical, Minecraft kid, which, that's fine. I do want to say, like, I don't really care too much if there's like kids watching my stuff, because not my responsibility to police what children are watching. Like, if they're able to get here on their own, and like this isn't something their parents would want them to watch, then they're not doing a very good job of policing that. Like, if they don't want their kids hearing the fuck word and stuff, then that's on the parent. But I do worry sometimes, because it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm just like fucking goody goody two shoes. Like, I wouldn't want my kids being exposed to some of the things that I say. Like, not that I have like any extreme ideas about anything, but I know I'm not like, I'm not child friendly. I just do stuff. I talk about stuff like my life and things that I do, and here we go. See, I don't know how to read the map. Oh, hey, look, guys, it's more diamonds. You know, just that thing that I just find whenever I go mining. Don't worry, guys. It's normal. It happens all the time. I don't know why you guys are freaking out. It's just, this just happens. I was gonna say, man, fucking diamonds, man. Always interrupting me whenever I'm trying to think. It's like they interrupt my dreams, too. It's so weird. Yeah, so I've completely forgotten what I was going to say, but we should probably end this episode pretty quick soon anyways. Pretty quick soon. I am just a fucking genius of speech, so don't you ever forget that. Oh hey, we're almost up to 20 diamonds. I did say we were gonna come back with like 20 diamonds, didn't I? I do remember that. Yeah. Okay, do I gotta put anything else in there? I don't think... Oh, rubies. Yes, I think that's fine. Yeah. So I'm completely lost on what I was just saying. Fucking my brain, man. It's just not great. You know, because usually I don't have to remember. I've come to like this theory, like the reason why my short-term memory sucks is because usually I don't have to remember anything short-term because nobody talks to me. They don't tell me anything that I'm gonna have to remember. Like, I seriously will forget really basic things sometimes. Like my long-term memory is fucking amazing. Like, I don't forget shit when it comes to what the hell is that? Oh, it's gold. That looked really weird from that angle. But yeah, I don't ever forget anything like long term. Like my long term memory is really good, but my short term memory is just ass. I think it's because I don't usually ever have to recall like I don't ever have to recall short term shit because nobody ever talks to me, so it's not like I have to remember things that go on in people's weeks, even though like I don't know, that seems even contradictory to me because Jeremy will tell me things like or like he'll tell people stuff in some of the Discord servers we're in together, and then I'll read that at a glance, like I'll just look at it because it's the fucking Discord notification, so I might as well just get that shit out of there so I don't have to see it anymore. But I'll read it and then like close out Discord, and then like 3-4 weeks later we'll get together like in real life because we're busy, but I mean we talk all the time. I don't know why I have to reassure you that that I talk to my best friend, but well, you can't really call him my best friend when I have two because we make the Oreo. But no, like, so he'll tell me. So when we get together, he'll like start to tell me about the fucking thing that he posted in, or like the thing that he also had posted in Discord but hadn't told me, and I'll be like, yeah, and then I'll like rattle off like every detail that he'd posted, and it's like I only read the post once, and I can remember that, but like I can't even remember what I'm gonna say sometimes, and it's just I don't know, it's just weird. It's just weird. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna end the episode here ish. Yeah, we're gonna end it here. This might have dragged on a little bit longer than I wanted, but I had to get that little story out of the way because just because you just accept it. It's okay. I don't have to make sense. You just have to accept that I'm weird. So, oh god, that felt great. Oh man. Oh, that felt good. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope the rest of your weekend is good. Well, it's not weekend yet, but you know what I mean. Don't question me. Oh yeah, next episode, I have a question for you, but you'll find out tomorrow. So thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.